Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still TH Pine, and this is still the qualifier for the Due Process League Season 2. I'm here now with Gooby. Hey,
Hello there.
how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great as well. We've just watched or casted over a very, very interesting first round match between LCG and Team Flogel. They both tying it up. And yeah, we have our first round results in. We'll go over them really quickly before we jump into a very exciting match for round 2. SPG won 7-1 over Bold and Brash. Reds versus Huragiaga, or however you're supposed to pronounce that. It's Com's team. Did tie up 6-6. Then Revive taking a tie from the devs from Giant Enemy Crab. So that was kind of an upset. Hyper winning 7-0 versus WCG. Banditos winning 7-0 over swinging on them. Red team, actually, I think WCG might have been a bye. I think that they dropped out. Oh, actually, no, never mind. I mixed it up. Sorry, my bad. So that was a 7-0 for Hyper. Red team taking it 7-2 over the Fridge Knights. Paragon Esports 7-3 versus Green Office Gang. LCG, as we saw, tied up versus Team Flogels. Kind of an upset here with LCG being the veterans. SH Esports taking a 7-0 over Team Swamp. BTG taking 7-2 versus Blackout. Fierce winning 7-0 versus Tickle Buddies. This is actually, I think, a bye, though. A few teams have dropped out. And Team Momentum taking 7-3 over Uprising. Yeah, it seems like we have buys for round 2. So Tickle Buddies is out, or at least sitting out this round. So is Blackout and Uprising, giving free wins for WCG, Swamp, and Swinging on them for round 2. Yeah, we're gonna go into BTG versus SH Esports. So this is definitely the top game for this round, I believe. Two very, very experienced teams, both being around for a while, and all their players are veterans to the game for sure. And I'm not sure if we're good to go already. I don't see the match yet, but I assume it's starting soon. Let me check.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it yet.
I kind of can't find it yet, but I'm also not sure if I actually. But I should be friends with some of them, so I should be able to see it, I guess. They're probably going to start soon, but yeah, this is absolutely a top tier match. Two absolutely veteran teams. You cannot say any way else. Both teams to be expected to end up this qualifier in the top 8, making it to the Due Process League, the upper league. But one of them will take a loss now. Well, they might tie, who knows? But yeah, because this is what this qualifier is all about. 24 teams competing over 8 spots in the Due Process League, in the upper league, while the other teams will go in the lower league, the rivals, the DPL Rivals League, for this upcoming season, which will be a 7-week season, round robin for the upper league. Will be casted every Friday and Saturday, or streamed and casted every Friday and Saturday over the next few months, with a break over Christmas and New Year. But besides that, every weekend. So you can look forward to that. I don't see the match still. I believe it has started. I might not have anyone befriended. No, that can't be true. But I don't see them. So maybe I might have to rely on the backup stream. But that should be fine. That should be fine. But most of the match for round 2 are underway. So that's good. Qualifier is going smooth so far. And yeah, at the end of the season, there will be a playoffs tournament for the top 4 teams in the DPL, in the upper league. And they will hash it out who will be the season 2 winner. And then there will be a relegation, will be 3 relegation matches where the top 3 rivals teams will challenge the bottom 3 DPL teams. And whoever takes those matches will go into the upper league for season 3. So that's going to be very exciting. But that's still a long way out. For now, we're in round 2 of the qualifier. And seems like the first round is again a C-Store map. It's called Task Titan with SH, Slaughterhouse being on the attack, Slaughterhouse Esports here, and yeah, BTG on the defense. So it has a huge storefront area, as usual for a C-Store map. It seems to be a pretty regular C-Store map for the most part. We have a shed north, which leads through a red door into arcade, which holds the power button. Teller is kind of locked off, only accessible from the storefront or via a wall charge, I guess. Freezer dominating the eastern part of the storefront area, and the other red door being in bathroom on the west. And the green air entrance is above that or north from that in storage, with supported by a window on the west side of the map. So it seems like SH is not quite set on a plan yet. They're still debating. Okay, now they start erasing lines, but they still have at least 3 entrances marked. So we will see what they do. BTG is wants to set up someone into Teller apparently, holding that area and setting up a barbed wire next to bathroom to block off that pathway. And I think SH decided to go through bathroom. They might split push through storage though. I'm not sure. We'll find out momentarily and actually start pushing. So yeah, they're going out.
Yeah, attackers moving in on that southern side. They got one going around the north side as well, though. Not sure what their plan is, but the breach comes out at bathroom. They rush into storefront. Not much going out. Oh, one attacker goes down. SH pushing in, losing 2. The one on the north side finally breaching into storage. Well, we got one left on the attacker team. Defenders nearly wiping that entire attacker team coming out of bathroom immediately. We're now with a 1v4. Most attackers with quite a bit of health, defenders with quite a bit of health. The attacker, we have a firefight at office, but the attacker will go down. That's a very dominant round on the defending team for BTG.
Yeah, it was a very well played defense here for BTG. SH pushing through bathroom there, getting into storefront very, very quickly, but then got killed in multiple crossfires. Basically, could not hold their ground there, and BTG did hold the storefront area and managed to take them out successfully, and therefore taking the first round. So first round is a defender win for BTG. And SH has to come back now. If they're well, obviously, I mean, they're only one round back, 1 round behind, but I hope this stream is not affected by this. But anyway, we're going to go into round 2 momentarily, which is Red Storm, a kill house map. And seems to be a regular kill house map. No vault or airlock shenanigans on this one. It has the bomb in hallway though, which is always interesting. Very tight space and cramped. It's usually easy to defend. There's also, again, one of these one-way pathway brick walls in the hallway, which allows you to get from south to northern hallway, but not the other way around. So that's interesting. Then we have a red entrance on kitchen on the western part, which leads to training, which accesses, well, both hallways really. Well, training and kitchen give access to both hallway parts. The other red door is north office, which is probably the shortest path to bomb, office into north hallway. And then we have the green entry on club, in club, which is the eastern side of the map, which gives you access to the other areas, but the long way around. So yeah, it seems like that's where SH wants to go. They lost a door charge and a clacker on round 1. So playing eco now is the safe thing to do for sure. This gives them more options for the third round. And it seems like BTG wants to fortify this hallway pretty heavily. Seems like SH wants to go the long way around there. It seems like they plan to go through club into backstage into south hallway and clear out the whole map before they eventually end up in the bomb room. Yeah, and that's what they do. The defenders have brought an auto shotgun and are setting up the defending club fairly heavily and the northern hallway. But no, we will go there. But we'll see how it goes in club, where the 5 members of SH are approaching now.
Yeah, and here they go, slowly crouch walking. They shotgun the door, and there's a pick right off the bat on JXO. Bulbs tossing in a flash. 2 members breaching in on that south green door. They're gonna have a firefight. Godspeed waiting on someone to pop around the corner. He will get the pick on Mackie. Bolts goes down as well. Frosty gets traded. Godspeed as well. Captain gonna be having a firefight with Billboard right here. Some wall bangs going out. 3 defenders still left, and that super shotty still in play. Or auto shotty, I should say. 2 members left on the attacker team, SH. 1 fairly low on health. 3 defenders. 1 roughly half health. Everything is going to slow down a little bit. There's a flash going out in the hallway. SH making sure no one's going to pop out and knock him out. We're going to throw another flash in the south hallway. Billboard looking to keep a very nice angle on that bomb. Ned also waiting. Socks. There's the flash down north hallway. Frag down north hallway.
Taking out barbed wire, but then not actually going there.
Socks getting the kill on EXE and Captain with that auto shotty.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Very strong defense. So BTG here again. Yeah, Frosty with the very, very early kill with the Gruber long range the moment the door opened, taking out here Jake's out here. So that was a strong start for them. And then they managed to get through there eventually, trading 2 for 2. Ending up in a 2v3 situation, and then have to face the auto shotgun in closed corners. BTG just waiting it out, holding their positions. They did not really rotate too much. I think Billboard was reassessing his situation, but the rest of the team kind of did hold where they set up from the start, and we're just like, yeah, I'm sitting here with the auto shotgun. That's a good spot. Let's just wait here. And it worked out perfectly for them, getting BTG the second round here. So 2-0 so far, good start for them. But SH just Slaughterhouse just echoed that round, so they're very well equipped now to actually take the third round, maybe having still a door and a wall charge and a clacker left. So we will see what they do with that momentarily. We're on Golden Bagel, which is the factory map of this set. Actually, that's the same one we saw last match in the second half with the break room office combination on the western side of the map. And power and servers fairly inaccessible. So we'll see if it goes similar. We had one breach through break room, which did not go well for Team LCG last match. And I believe when Team Flogel actually pushed through Docs and Toxic, that went better for them. Well, we'll see what these two teams will do in this case. As Slaughterhouse did not really draw out a plan yet, so hard to judge what they're going to be doing, but BTG is definitely setting up to defend Toxic here. Keep in mind, however, that Slaughterhouse has 2 charges. It's kind of unlikely. I mean, they might still go Toxic, don't get me wrong, but they don't have to. They can go wherever they want. So they could easily breach break room and dog. Not necessarily at the same time. They only have 1 clacker, but they can breach both. But yeah, it seems like BTG wants to hold Toxic. That seems to be important for them, placing barbed wire there and setting up line of sights. While 2 members are actually sitting in break room, holding that one. That makes sense as well. Sorry. And the rest is kind of splitting around the map. They have the mob on their side. They decide to not bring the auto shotgun again. Interestingly enough, no auto shotgun. I would have expected the auto shotgun in break room, but they decided not to do that. While Slaughterhouse is apparently setting up for dock play, I assume. Yeah, that seems similar to what Team Flogel did in the last match. So we'll see if it works out for them.
Attackers leaving the van. Everyone on their team having a black tar, except for one with the saber, way down on the far side of the map. Looking through that window in Toxic. Maybe we're gonna have oh, there we go. We have a mop kill on player with saber with the saber. So that saber is now out of play, unless one of the members of SH wants to run back and pick it up. There was also a kill onto one of the defenders as well. Those black tars doing a lot of damage at these long ranges. We're about to have another mop peek here. Let's see if he can get the kill. He misses. He's going to have to reload, giving the attackers time to push up. We have a smoke out onto the bomb in middle of shelving. Wall breach in Toxic into shelving. Another smoke as well. Molotov out, but it kind of misses its mark. Another mop kill onto JXO. Shots out. We have a battle between Office and Docs as well. One of the members going down, Captain, and Volps both going down. Billboard with the 3K total this round. What an interesting round. Lots of strange angles, lots of long range shots as well.
It looked really good for Slaughterhouse Esports for a second. They breached the toxic wall. Interesting choice there, and then smoked the bomb and managed to take control of that area for the most part. But then all of a sudden, BTG managed to take back those spots, flanking them from the side, from north, and also shooting whoever was next to bomb. I think Volps from the office. So from the office window. So that went again very good for BTG, especially at the start. I believe it was Billboard winning the sniper battle versus Mackie Moose, taking him out there early. That's obviously very, very strong, a very good start for them. And then he was falling back and kept up the pressure on the attacker team with the sniper rifle, and that worked out very, very good for BTG. So kind of on the flip side to what we had last match, where it was all attacker wins up to round 8, I believe, 9 rather. So we had 8 attacker wins in a row. Now we start out with 3 defender wins. So we'll see if that trend continues. And SH taking next 3 rounds, we'll find out momentarily. We're back to Tusk Titan. This time, as I said, Slaughterhouse on the defense and BTG on the attack. We will see what they do, if they decide to go for bathroom breach as well as SH did last set, or if they go for somewhere else. It seems like they are worried about someone sitting in tele for sure. They don't really have lines drawn for where they want to go yet, but they want to smoke off freezers. So I would expect this will be a storefront push, maybe potentially. SH wants to deploy a barbed wire in the bathroom door, so basically forcing them to either go through the barbed wire when they go through bathroom or storage, that is, or use the wall charge directly into storefront, avoiding that barbed wire. We will find out what will happen. But yeah, it's still no lines drawn for BTG for the angle of approach, so I assume this is going to be a storefront push, but I'm not sure yet. So far, SH has fortified storefront quite heavily. 3 members sitting here, 2 in arcade, holding the other potential push, which goes to power, placing down 3 barbed wires spread over the map. Interesting one between office and arcade. I guess that's against the green push from storage, I would assume. And yeah, BTG is splitting up. Billboard going north, the rest going south. Indeed, for a storefront push.
Making a lot of noise up top, Billboard. Perhaps trying a similar strategy as previous set. The attacker is going to be slowly making their way on to that storefront and taking their time. Maybe hoping Billboard to... Oh, and there's the wall charge. Smoke out. Molotov as well. Getting 2 kills right off the bat. Billboard wrapping around the top side. He's about to get into a firefight. Gets the kill on a Mackie Moose. These all these attackers, they're having to wait. They're being delayed by that Molotov. Finally, they get into that breach. Gets the kill onto Sox by EXE. Billboard comes up behind him, takes him out. Volps gets the kill onto Billboard. He's gonna run around the top. Looking for the rotate, doesn't find it. Goes back bottom, gets the kill onto Godspeed.
Barely no HP left on Volps though. It's gonna be rough.
Frosty, he's gonna chase him. Thinks better of it. Volps now wrapping back in, but gets killed by Ned right off the bat.
Yeah, very well executed by BTG. I gotta say, that push, immediately taking out 2 defenders in the storefront area. It was really close, actually. I believe Captain Snide was very, very close to the explosion, almost getting caught by the blast, but was barely out of range. But was taken out by Godspeed right afterwards anyway. So that was a little unfortunate for him. But yeah, overall, BTG up to a very strong start here. 4-0 so far. This looks very, very good for them. Okay, they used the wall charge now, but they still have 2 door charges left, so they should be fine for the next 2 rounds. And SH has to definitely change their strategy a little bit if they want to have a shot at winning this. I mean, okay, if they lose 1 round, it's not one round or 1 match in the Swiss tournament. It's not the end of the world. They can still score top 8, but not well going out 7-0 against BTG here would not be a good showing. So they definitely need to step up the game a little bit here if they don't want to lose all rounds to BTG, because right now BTG is dominating quite a bit, I would say. Very, very one-sided rounds for the most part. Billboard again took out Maki. We'll see if that maybe gets a revenge in one of the next few rounds. Maybe Maki gets some revenge here on Billboard. We will see. We're back to Red Storm Juno, the kill house map, which with the bomb in hallway, right? That one was that. So last time we saw a club push by SH going fairly well for a moment, except for the early kill here. I think it was Billboard taking out Frosty. No, JXO outside while he was still outside, so it was a little unfortunate. But after that, the push through backstage into South Hallway was kind of successful, but they failed to get into training. It was an interesting strategy because they decided to go all the way around. Like, this is a long path, right? Going club, into backstage, into South Hallway, into kitchen, into training, into North Hallway, basically encountering every room except office. And yeah, in the end, it didn't work out for Slaughterhouse. So we will see what BTG decides to do. They don't have to eco. They didn't lose the first round, so they still have 2 clackers and 2 charges left. And it seems they want to take advantage of those by breaching kitchen, while Slaughterhouse is more concerned about an office breach. So not predicting the plan here correctly. We'll see if they manage to hold this regardless. They also want to hold backstage against Club. Obviously, that makes sense. That's an important line of sight against one of the green doors. Actually placing barbed wire in the southern green door, so that's interesting. And yeah, it might be a split push actually from BTG. They're going out here for kitchen and club.
BTG breaching right away, flashes out into kitchen, all rushing in except for Billboard. That auto shotty waiting around the corner. Ned and Volps going back and forth. Sox taking damage, going down. Godspeed and Frosty rushing in, getting the kill onto Captain Knight and Volps. Still waiting with that auto shotty up in training. Godspeed, Ned, and Frosty very wary of this training door, as they know what might be hiding behind that wall. Mackie waiting south hallway. Lots of patience. There goes the shotgun breach into the door. Flash out. EXE falls back into the north hallway. Godspeed goes down by JXO, but EXE goes down with that auto shotty, leaving the defenders at a disadvantage. 2-3 right now. Frag out in north hallway, doesn't exactly get any kills. Frosty goes down. Mackie gets the kill on the net as well. Billboard's going to be wrapping all the way up around into office, leaving JXO and Mackie both at a decent amount of health. JXO going down. Mackie low health, but gets the kill on a Billboard anyways.
There's the revenge kill. I was talking about Mackie here with the triple kill. That looked really, really good for BTG for quite some while. But then Mackie with the double kill, turning this around, forcing BTG to go the other way. And eventually it comes down to Billboard versus Mackie. And Mackie, but they were both super low HP, so it was really, really close. But yeah, Mackie taking the kill here, taking revenge over Billboard. I imagine that felt very, very good. And he also secured the auto shotgun there, so this might be important for them. We will see
if the clacker as well.
Oh, you grabbed the clacker. I didn't notice. Good catch.
Clacker.
We will see if they can make use of that. They can deny an entry with that, or maybe you try to time it well to get an early kill with the door charge. It's kind of tricky to pull off, but you can easily deny an entry by just spamming the clacker next to it. But we'll see. We'll find out. Back on a golden bagel. So the first victory for Slaughterhouse here. This might be the start for their comeback in this match. And yeah, they're fairly well equipped now, but the attackers still have a clacker and a door charge left. We'll see what they do. We're back to the map with the break room and the office here. We'll see, maybe it gets more use this round. In the last set, it didn't it wasn't used at all. Slaughterhouse decided to push through Toxic and Dog. And they're also now, similar to what BTG did last time, decide to double barb Toxic to stop the attackers from easily pushing through there into the main shelving area. The attackers plan to throw 2 smokes into the shelving area. That's actually similar to what Slaughterhouse did as well. They threw some smokes in there, and it worked for a moment, but then eventually BTG managed to get around from north and from office and take them out one by one, getting the drop on them, basically. We'll see how it went, how it goes this time. Slaughterhouse Esports being concerned about a break room push here, actually, and a wall charge put through Toxic. I believe you still have a wall charge, right? They door charge first round, if I remember correct. No, did they? Wait, did they wall charge on C-Store? I kind of forgot.
No, I believe they wall charged.
I believe so too. I think so too. Yeah. So maybe this red drawing is just meant as like you can wall bang through there. Be careful, because those fences are very, very thin, and you can actually, if you're standing next to them, you can actually see the feet. So pretty dangerous to stand next to those fences. So yeah, that might be what this red line indicates. Anyway, seems like BTG is setting up indeed for a break room push. Actually, they didn't have this in their drawings, but that's where they're going with the split push from Frosty through Toxic.
There goes the breach, flashes out or in the break room. Molotov blocking that door, delaying these attackers. Frag into that little shelving area between break room and the office. Flashes out another Molotov. Godspeed running through it. Will go down by Volts. Billboard trying to see what he can find with that saber. He's gonna get a kill onto Volps and Captain Knight. That mob going up in the office, hoping that he can catch somebody running in. Socks pushing into that smoke on the bomb. Ned running in. Power goes off. Frosty coming into Toxic. There goes a flare onto the bomb. Executioner goes down. Only one left, and he's got the mob. 3v1 right now. 4v1 right now, sorry. They're going to look for him. Gonna start defusing the bomb, maybe bait him out. And they know he has the mob. He goes down anyway. That's a fairly clean sweep by the attackers in that round.
Yeah, Billboard killing Mackie again. That's the back and forth apparently between the two. That was a very strong push here, I have to say.
Very strong push.
Yeah, Slaughterhouse got the early drop there, but with Wolves taking out Godspeed, but then was immediately taken out by Billboard. Who overall got a triple kill this round. Frosty split push through Toxic was very successful as well, and overall they just took the whole map step by step, and so that went very, very well for them overall, bringing this to a 5-1. So very good situation for BTG right now indeed, and we'll see if Slaughterhouse can bring this back. I mean, one more win for BTG and they have at least a tie. Like, they cannot lose anymore if they take one more round in this second half. And we want to see which maps we will get. A new set of maps now, starting with Artemis Castle. A really, really huge storefront with a lot of shelves crammed in there. Then in general, a pretty huge C-store, I would say, overall, with the skylight into office, which is actually right north to Teller. So there is a potential plan with dropping through office into the Teller booth with a wall charge. This could be a play that could happen. We will see if the teams decide to do that. Seems like Slaughterhouse, who's on the defense again now, wants to defend bathroom. Wants to defend against the. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're defending against the bathroom or an office push, actually. But the barbed wire is between the two, and the other one is between bathroom and storefront, which makes sense because it's one of the entries to the bomb room. The attackers are a little bit concerned about someone being in freezer, while they apparently want to go through the storefront here, taking the long angle into arcade. Actually, they're considering a push into shed as well. So this might be a double charge play. That would be pretty ballsy on round one of the second half, not knowing what the other two maps will be. But it would be very strong if they push arcade and storefront at the same time. it's going to be really hard for Slaughterhouse to hold this whatsoever, because you just can't hold Storefront from Arcade if the door in your back is being breached. So this might work out if this is actually what they intend to do. It requires 2 charges though, so we'll see if they actually do that. They're swarming out, splitting up. And I see a clacker and a door charge. I'm not sure if the wall charge. They're actually, they're on the roof.
Ooh.
Okay, this is not what they intended with the drawings. But indicated. I mean, we'll see how this works out.
Like they're gonna be I don't know, Frosty on the roof, but on top of shed. Billboard making some peeks in the office. He drops in, flashes and the breach out onto Arcade. We get Ned goes down by Volps. Mackie gets killed by Godspeed. Godspeed with the 2K as well, getting Volps. Molotov out, not really blocking the doorway though. Billboard rushing in, getting the kill onto Captain Knight. Two at a freezer, blocked by that smoke. JXO with the knack. EXC wrapping around the top, stopping Godspeed and Billboard. Sox actually going down by Godspeed. That's a team kill right there.
Yeah, Sox killed Godspeed while trying to shoot Executioner, who took out Billboard, so it went well for him.
Nice 2v2 right here. Both teams, all of their members having pretty full health. JXO taking some shots. Sox looking for a kill on maybe EXC, trying to bait out. Nope, Sox goes down by EXC, but Frosty gets the kill on JXO. It's EXC versus Frosty.
Bomb is at 90%.
Bomb is so close. Flash out. He pushes onto EXE. Can't quite get any shots on. They're doing a little ring around the rosy. The secondaries have come out. Pistols back and forth. He gets the kill onto Frosty.
Executioner.
Oh my god.
Wow, what a back and forth. This looked so good for BTG at first. That was a very, very successful push for them again. Again, Wolves with an early kill, but then being taken out by Godspeed, who got a double kill there on Macchia and Wolves. And then Billboard, though, bringing this down to 2v2 basically. Well, 2v4. But then they lost 2 more members and it was down to 2v2 all of a sudden. Yeah, because Executioner with that nice flank, they pushed very aggressively into Storefront and started baiting the bomb already. I think Billboard was on a bomb and Sox was covering him, I believe. And then, yeah, Executioner came around from north and started shooting them, got one of them, and the other got killed by the teammate. So that went very well for Slaughterhouse there, and then it came down in the end to that glorious battle in Freezer. Frosty deciding, interesting actually there, Frosty with the flashbang decided to push him, but did not manage to get to him in time because he was on the other side of the sandbags, and bringing it down to a fairly fair pistol fight in the end. And yeah, Frosty lost that. So Executioner securing, as I said, the round for Slaughterhouse, bring this to a 2v5, 2-5. So yeah, Slaughterhouse now looking good for this set. We will see how it goes. That's a door charge down on a clacker down for BTG, not a great start. And we're now on Waxing Dusk, which is the Killhouse map with a breezeway in the center of it. That's interesting. Basically 2 green entries into club and office, with the bomb being south in kitchen. So the short entry, you can either take the short entrances with the charge through club, red door in club, or the red door in training, or you take one of the 3 entries which have a little longer path through breezeway. But both sides are totally doable, I'd say. And I assume the defenders will lock down training and maybe club. It looks like that's what their take here for this map is, which makes sense considering the bomb location. If you hold club in training, the bomb is secured. You don't have to worry about breezeway too much. Wolves is actually holding breezeway from club though, so yeah. But it seems like BTG wants to go for that training, not going for an eco push. If they lose the clacker this round, they have to pull out round.
Molotov out, blocking that doorway. Having to wait now. BTG. Billboard pushing around into breezeway. He's peeking into club. That Molotov has now dissipated. Ned and Frosty looking to maybe rush in. There goes another flash. JXO is in training. They get the kill onto him. That auto shotty is moving up, though. Getting some shots off, but no damage. Back and forth, still stalled in training a bit. Billboard has now joined the rest of his team. Some shots back and forth, but not much else happening. Now getting delayed by, attackers being delayed by that Molotov.
And they're losing a lot of time.
Frosty goes down. Executioner with a beautiful little angle, and Godspeed and Captain trade. These attackers have been stalled heavily in training. They're afraid of Mackie with that auto shotty. He takes a peek, a few shots off. Ned pushing in, flashes out. Ned and Mackie go down. Billboard is down next. Sox throws out that flash, pushes in. Gets the kill on the EXE. Volps and Sox trade. Oh no!
To defuse that bomb. That must be a first in DPL for sure. That was 2 trades in one map. Trades are incredibly rare in the process actually, because usually they don't happen due to how the netcode works, but they can happen in very, very peculiar circumstances. And we got 2 in this match. So that was very, or in this round rather, that was very interesting. Yeah, but securing the round for Slaughterhouse. Yeah, so it's a 3-5 now. Looking good for them. And as I mentioned at the start of the round, BTG is actually out of clackers now, which means they are forced into a green door push on this factory map, which sets up Slaughterhouse for the 4-5 here, which is the possibility for them to completely turn around this match. If this set ends 4-5, then it's up to the last set, and that could go either way with Slaughterhouse on the attack again. We will find out. So the only green entry on this map seems to be a green door next to Dock. Okay, sure, never seen that one before. Interesting, very interesting room location, configuration. And yeah, so I assume Slaughterhouse will fortify that area very, very heavily, and BTG has to push through that. We will see how that works. And we're getting a good shot here, good view of that door on Dock. We'll see if they can take that. If BTG takes that, they cannot lose this match anymore. They have 6 rounds. They only have to win 1 more round in the last set to win it. But if Slaughterhouse takes this, as I mentioned, then it will be 4-5, and then it comes down to the last set, and whoever takes that wins the match. So interesting, very interesting situation. Slaughterhouse here with the comeback, and as I said, this round is totally favored for Slaughterhouse because they know exactly where the attackers will push. No clackers left. Nothing that they have no options but to go through that green door on Dog. And we're probably going to see a lot of barbed wire and stuff like that. They're setting up in office, setting up on Dog, setting up on shelving, all looking on that green door. And the bomb is super far away as well. Like, there's no easy path to bomb. You have to go through shelving or through office or all the way around Dog storage generator. It's going to be really, really hard. Lots of barbed wire. I hope for them to have frags. Yeah, it looks like they have 2 frags still. So they're good for that. Good on that. Actually, is that a frag? No, that's not a frag. They have 1 frag. They have 1 frag, which on Godspeed, I assume he's throwing a smoke there or a flash and not a frag grenade through that window. That would be weird. They need that frag down there to destroy the barbed wire. We'll see how it goes. They're going for the entry now.
Indeed, they're going to sit and patiently wait. Maybe Billboard peeking with that mop, likely looking up towards those stairs to make sure no one's going to get some quick kills. Waiting up there maybe with the mop. We have a Molotov out right away onto that green door. Those defenders knowing that they have to come through that door. Another Molotov out. Attackers getting delayed a long time here. But they are taking their time. There's a frag out in shelving, not getting any kills.
Yeah, he deals some damage. He tried to get a kill there, but that was risky because they now don't have a frag anymore for these 3 barbed wires down there. Surprising.
Some shots back and forth. The flash out. Ned, Sox, and Frosty pushing in. Peek with the mob gets a kill by from EXE onto Sox. Godspeed looking to maybe run up onto those stairs, but decides better of it. A smoke out in shelving. Some back and forth. Billboard pushing up, flash out. He gets the kill on the Volps. Frosty goes down though. Mackie as well. Currently a 2v3 situation. JXO sneaking around that upper shelving. Billboard peeking the corner. Back and forth. No one gets killed though. Billboard down by Captain. Godspeed.
Net on bomb. Ooh, JXO takes the kill.
JXO goes down by Godspeed.
No, this is too late. This is too late. I believe this is too late.
It's too late.
It might be super close because net diffused for a few percent.
Oh.
No, this is too late.
No, it's too late. Oh, man.
Wow.
Those Molotovs, they took too long at the beginning.
Yes. Oh, wow. That was
beautiful.
Fascinating round. Interesting. And that was so weird, though. I really expected them to bring the frag grenade to take out the barbed wires on the south.
I would too. That was, I don't know. Maybe they were hoping that a early 4v5 would give them the give them the advantage. But I mean, they didn't get the kill with the frag, and there was so much barbed wire there. They really could have probably pushed much harder if they had saved that frag.
Interestingly enough, they didn't need to, though, because the moment they actually decided to push with smokes and flash, Slaughterhouse actually pulled back a little bit and allowed them kind of free entry. I mean, they got one kill there. I think Executioner got one kill early on, but then was traded off by one of the teammates from BTG. And but yeah, they managed to eventually get in there fairly clean, taking the upper hand, and then so close, JXO taking the kill there last second on that. If he would have, and then getting killed, and Godspeed running into the wrong direction for like half a second or a second before immediately turning around and going for the bomb. And I think that misstep actually lost him the game. I assume it was like his kill JXO was not quite in the, like he needed a second or maybe a teammate who shouts at him what to do before he realizes, oh, I have to go for the bomb now. Turns around and it is too late, not getting there in time, and Ned not being on the defuse for long enough to securing it. This had been like every little thing going a little different, could have turned around, but it didn't. And in the end, Slaughterhouse takes it, making this a 4v5, and now we're in the last set after a really strong start from BTG. This is now all open again. If Slaughterhouse takes 2 rounds in this set, they win. If they only take 1, it's a tie. And the only option they lose is if they only take 1. Wait, what am I saying? No, I'm getting stuff mixed up. Sorry, that was BTG. If BTG taking 1 round is a tie, taking 2 rounds is a win. And Slaughterhouse only wins by taking 3 rounds, which is possible. But I think that after the start of the match, they would actually be happy with a tie here. So if they take 2 rounds, they did what they needed to do in the second half. And it seems like they're going for an office push. I think this might be a wall charge play. Yeah, this is the wall charge play into Tether. And someone is south, I assume Mackie with the Saber, waiting for the shutters.
They're peeking. There goes a flash. They're dropping in.
Uncontested.
Waiting for the wall charge. There it goes, into Tellers. Flashes out. They might have just opened the shutters right there. No, power as well.
Out. Shutters denied.
Flare out on Tellers. Ned peeking that bathroom, maybe hoping to see someone leaving office. Billboard there as well. Frosty taking some shots towards Volps with that flare sitting outside Tellers. Everyone's just kind of waiting in office though. Mackie looking with the Saber. Maybe gonna peek Tellers towards Frosty. Not sure. Everyone's kind of waiting. Socks with an angle from Arcade in office. Gets the kill onto Frosty from Volps. Billboard thinking about peeking that Teller's door. Molly out onto office. Some shots from Socks, but back and forth. No one's really gonna take too much damage. Sandpapering. Down goes Volps by Billboard. Godspeed killing Mackie as well. EXE going down from Socks. Billboard looking to peek that corner again. Captain pushing into storefront, but goes down by Socks, allowing JXO to push into Arcade. JXO is the only one left on very, very low health. it's a 4v1. Can JXO pull this out? Coming down onto 20 seconds on the bomb and instantly goes down by Ned.
And that brings us to match point. BTG cannot lose this anymore. They have won 6 rounds in this game, so they're safe. At least 1 point is safe for them. If they take 1 more round, the victory goes to them, and they get 2 points. That was interesting, though. The push into Teller was completely uncontested. They dropped into office, they breached into Teller, but the moment they want to bring up the shutters, I believe it was Ned, turned off the power and denied them the shutters, and they had a flare prepared, throwing it in front of the Teller door, and now all of a sudden, that Teller was a trap, and they could not get out there without getting shot from multiple angles, and they sat there without moving for a while. And Billboard getting impatient there, almost making a big mistake, stepped in front of the teller hole, taking a shot there, taking damage there through the teller hole, pulling back into bathroom, but then gets Executioner anyway, who followed him into bathroom. I think it was Executioner, I'm not sure actually. Whoever followed him into bathroom was taken out by him anyway, so it kind of worked in the end for Billboard regardless. But yeah, then they had to move eventually because the time was running low, and they failed to get anywhere in that dark C-store. They were not prepared for a power play, and the defenders were very well countered. I for a second thought, oh, this is a really good push because it was completely uncontested, but they had power prepared for exactly that situation. So they predicted the plan correctly and managed to take advantage of that, and so they have 6 points now for 6 rounds, won 6 rounds in this match, and therefore cannot lose anymore. So will Slaughterhouse take 2 more rounds, or is this BTG's match? We'll find out. We're back on Wax in Dusk. Seems like Slaughterhouse wants to take the eco play here, which is sensible. Keep in mind, they have to win both rounds regardless. So it doesn't matter which one they take the risk. They have to win both. And they only have 1 clacker left because they just lost the clacker and the wall charge on this C-Store map. And this map is a reasonable one to eco push because taking the red door in training and club don't give you too much. I mean, training is kind of useful, I guess. Both are kind of useful, but both are not super useful. You can just go the other way as well. It's a little easier to take the other, especially if you split push. But first shot's going out already.
Fourth, suppressing.
Oh, actually, they don't
now.
eco. That's the door charge and the clacker going towards club, I think.
Socks with the clacker though. He's sitting there next to that red door. We have a there's
the wrong door.
Oh yeah, but flash out in the office. They're gonna push in. Socks, hearing that flash, he's going to peek that green door. Mackie and Captain slowly making their way to that club red door. Volps gets killed by Frosty. Molotov as well on that door, delaying their push a little bit. EXE has a grenade. The flash. Or sorry, not flash, frag. Some shots back and forth, some wall bangs. Mackie and Captain waiting. Still waiting. JXO and EXE delayed by that Molotov. Maybe looking to push here. JXO has 2 flashes. Stocks and Billboard back and forth. Some wall bangs, not much damage coming out. There goes the flash, and there's the breach onto... Oh no, Mackie goes down by Godspeed right after the breach. The flash may have been too late. Godspeed goes down though by Captain.
Not a
little bit of a pincer, but they're down a man. Socks getting some damage out. Billboard kills Captain. It's a 2v4. JXO getting some damage. Wallbangs all around. Some damage here and there. EXE getting some shots through. Maybe a grenade would be good here. Frosty keeping an eye out for that rotate. Billboard taking some shots through. There's the breach and the grenade. 2 kills. Socks and Billboard. Oh, EXE goes down. It's over.
Wow. That frag grenade, but not quite enough in a 1v4 situation. Oh, wow. BTG taking the match against Slaughterhouse Esports here, which it looked like a stomp at the start, but then got really exciting towards the end regardless. But BTG taking it in the end, 7-4, getting them on the top part of our bracket with 2 victories and like 4 points. But there will be a few more teams with that score. You will see the scoreboard on the screen eventually during the break, which we're gonna take in a moment. But yeah, that was such an interesting and weird round because I don't know what execution and Mackie waited for. There was actually a time if they would have where one of the defenders was rotating, or actually both, I think Godspeed and whoever else was there rotated next to red door, and if the door chef would have gone up at that point, they would have scored at least one kill there, and definitely took them could have taken them by surprise. But they waited a long time until they pushed in, and then Mackie did not even got the drop on Godspeed somehow, was killed off after pushing in. Did not go very smooth for them, and in the end, it was not quite enough. BTG showing dominance here, very, very strong team for sure. Absolutely one of the top contesters for one of these top 8 spots. But Slaughterhouse Esports not out, not even close to that yet. They're 1-1 now, so they have 2 points, getting them still in the upper part of that ladder, or well, the middle part of that ladder, I guess, or bracket rather. And yeah, this is still 4 rounds to go. If they win a few more of those, they should still be able to secure one of the top 8 spots, which is kind of to be expected from Slaughterhouse, to be honest. They're definitely one of the better teams, one of the veteran teams here. And if they would not make Upper League, that would be quite a shame. But yeah, one of the teams had to lose in this case, and in this case, it was Slaughterhouse, which loses because BTG won. So yeah, we can take a look at the bracket, which is actually ordered now. That's good. Thanks for fixing that. It wasn't sorted earlier for some reason. So the top spots right now, Hyper, Bandidos, Momentum, and for some reason it doesn't show, I guess it's not updated yet, it doesn't show BTG yet, but BTG is up there as well. Where's BTG? There was still 2 points. Yeah, there's we'll get 2 more points. So that brings Hyper, Banditos, Momentum, and BTG at the top of the ladder. We have Gek and Revive taking their second match as well, bringing them both to 3 points. And a few matches are still not entered yet, so we'll see that updated after the break. But yeah, this is round 2 out of 6. So 2 more rounds to go for today, and then 2 more rounds tomorrow at 3 p.m. EST. But this is me signing off now. The next matches will be casted by, wait, I have that info for you in a second. Spooky, I know that from top of my mind. Spooky, Shoveler, and the other match, Spooky and Baja. And tomorrow at 3 p.m. will be covered by Plague, Shoveler, and Shark. So that's going to be fun. So yeah, we're going to go on a short break. And me and Gooby, we say goodbye, but don't go anywhere. There will be more. Any last words?
No. Ready for some more great matches.
Awesome. Thanks for being here. We're the Due Process League. Thanks for watching, and up to a great season. Don't go anywhere.